Attention all men, do not introduce us to a vibe that you cannot maintain. Do not pretend to be a better version of yourself than you actually are to trick women into falling in love with you. If you suck, show us you suck. Thank you.
Guess who's off their medication? Honestly, I feel great. I've never been better.
Sis, if he's not answering the phone, he obviously wants to see you in person. So pull up.
Gentlemen, some of these girls out here are absolutely crazy, okay? They want you to show your true colors. Don't sell them a dream. And these are the same girls walking around, gentlemen, with a face full of makeup, telling you to accept them when they're 30 plus years old with 2 kids. Gentlemen, on today's show, we're going to be going over some of the reasons that men are refusing to date in the year 2022 now. And guys, there are many, many reasons, so buckle up for today's video. Guys, don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments, and let's continue on.
Attention all men, do not introduce us to a vibe that you cannot maintain. Do not pretend to be a better version of yourself than you actually are to trick women into falling in love with you. If you suck, show us you suck.
And guys, like, the counter to that is like, okay, fair point, right? You don't want dudes to lie to you, but you know, would you survive without your makeup, okay? All those girls in their 20s like, oh, dudes keep tricking me. And yet they're out here with a face full, like, you can just go to the pool, guys, and you'll basically see 2 different people.
Thank you.
Guess who's off their medication?
Guys, look at all this crap in the background, right? I swear, man, if you deal with a girl that's like this, wow, you've got some, you've got some bad things. Like, this is not even safe, man. This girl's room is literally not even safe. Like, this is I believe that's a hair curler she's got plugged in right there, guys. Just crap all over the counter. So many red flags, man.
Honestly, I feel great. I've never been better.
Sis, if he's not answering the phone, he obviously wants to see you in person. So pull up.
Or maybe he just doesn't want to see you at all, right? Some girls, man, they just can't get it through their head that maybe a guy just isn't interested in seeing you. You know, maybe he's not interested in you like that, okay? Just because you're interested in him doesn't mean that you can pull up to his place of residence, okay? There are a lot of dudes out here, man. You pull up to their house unannounced. I mean, that's just kind of asking for trouble, really.
I love when you guys tag me in these ridiculous videos. You're right, being a female is really easy. Somewhere in between the monthly shedding of our uterine lining and the male inability to find the bean, we're just doing cartwheels all the way to the wage gap. Somewhere underneath that underpaid, underpromoted, and underappreciated woman, there's an ecstatic human just waiting to escape.
Yeah, guys, women in the year 2022 and 2021, when this was made, guys, they're totally underappreciated, don't you think? You go to any girl's Instagram profile, man. If a girl literally just posts on social media, guys, compliments, you go queen, you name it, right? But somehow girls are underappreciated, and also girls are not underpaid, okay? We have this discussion many times over on the channel about the wage gap, man. It's not a thing. It really isn't. Women get paid less because they work less, okay? Now, I don't want to live in a society where it's any different. If you work less, you get paid less. Guys, if I go to a job, right, and I work less hours, okay, I take more leave, of course I'm going to get paid less. But you know what? This is 2022, gentlemen. Bow down, you know, just accept them. And no matter what, guys, make sure you go and give them some validation and compliments, because Lord knows they need it.
We're expected to shave areas we can't even see, maintain a pH balance we don't understand, and appeal to a beauty standard we can't even keep up with. We can't show emotion without you commenting on that time of the month, but we still can't say tampon without turning the stomach of every man in a mile radius. And I know we're just so entitled, except for when it comes to the word no and our own personal safety, since pushy advances and an inability to handle rejection plague most of our outside experiences. We're objectified as if we're desirable, we're just treated as if we're not. And I mean, let's be honest, how could you not think it's easy? It's such a luxury to have to fear walking down a street alone at night. Yes, but the food's never free. You always want to be paid back, just in a different currency. And in case you haven't heard, women eat regardless of whether or not you're paying for it. It's not like we just sit there malnourished until someone finds us attractive enough to feed us. We're navigating misrepresented intentions, being used, gaslighting, breadcrumbing, ghosting, situationships, and love bombing.
I've got to pause it there, guys. She made 50 ridiculous points in a row right there, but let's just address the last one. Okay, if you are out here, you're getting ghosted by men, you're getting breadcrumbed, which basically means, at least as far as I know, just you breadcrumb girls with interest or validation to keep them tagged. Basically, you're stringing them along, is what breadcrumbing is, at least in my mind. I have no sympathy. Okay, if you're out here, you're getting ghosted by dudes, you could always lower your standards, but, we know you'll never do that, okay? These girls, they rock around to 30 guys, and they want to keep the exact... See, what they'll do is they'll get to a certain age, and they'll still think that they're 10 years younger, right? So a girl will get to 30, she'll set her standards like, okay, I've dealt with X, Y, Z kind of guy. I don't want to go back and, deal with anyone less than that. But you know what? That's a recipe for being alone when you're 40. Gentlemen, maybe you've experienced this, right, before. If you guys have ever been, like, looking for a place to live, whether that be to rent or buy, for example, and, these girls are doing the equivalent of, they're going out there, they're looking at all these houses, right? And, she's like, oh, I went and saw this house, but someone else bought it. But you know what? I got to walk in it. I still want to have that house. But all the other houses, man, they just totally suck, right? What these girls are doing is they're going out shopping and they're like, oh, look at this, look at that. They let me in the store over here. But that doesn't mean you can afford what's in the store, okay? You can go out there, you can, be with dudes who are 6 foot earning 6 figures. That doesn't mean that they're going to keep you around. And you know what? The longer you go on without securing a guy, you can hold on to your chips. You can never cash out of the casino. Shout out to Casual Bachelor. But you know what? That's a recipe for being alone. And it's a funny one, to be honest.
And we're the liars? We had to come up with a whole new vocabulary just to keep up with the rate we're being deceived. And let's not forget, it takes us 9 months to grow a human for your 1 minute of pleasure. So yeah, we're really having a blast.
I love it, man, when these girls are like, oh, we're just, we're being deceived by all these chads, right? We're being deceived. How come men can't just stop being so deceitful? There are plenty of men out there, guys, who would, spill their heart out to these women who say, you know what, I like you, I care about you, I want to take you on a date, I want to have a family with you, whatever. But you don't want those dudes. That's the thing. You're complaining about deceitful dudes. Most dudes are not deceitful. Most guys can't hide their emotions from girls, generally speaking. A lot of guys, you get on Instagram, man, there'll be like white knights and simps in every comment section on the internet, and yet somehow you can't find a man. Somehow you're out here getting ghosted. It's like, enough, man. Enough.
Good morning, beautiful. Just want to let you know I've been thinking about you all night. Last night I had such a... Bitch, wake up. You ain't sleep.
Like, how does it feel to know that you think you're talking to that, but it's really this?
See, that right there is exactly... Let me see if I can pause that on the frame, okay? Right, makeup. And this is exactly what I talked about at the start of the video, right? Where the girl's like, oh, why, men are always deceitful, stop lying to us. Guys, like, this is so incredibly common. You go out to town on any given weekend, guys, you will see this exact same thing, right? And, like, personally, I don't care. Like, if girls want to wear makeup, I couldn't give a crap, guys. Hey, you do you. But to turn around and have to get mad at men for deceiving you, it's like, but you're deceiving men. I personally don't care. You know what I mean?
Into that, but it's really this.
Jeez, man.
I just need to know. Is this you?
Look at her face, man. Look at her. She's like, I can't believe you said that to me.
How come the internet gets this version and I get this?
How old are you?
I am 37. No.
Do you have any kids?
Yes, I have twin daughters.
Okay, so 2 children.
Yes. So
Have you ever been married?
no, engaged.
Okay,
Didn't
go
work
ahead.
out.
Go ahead.
I mean, I'm dating, so I do have male friends just in case I want to go to a concert or out to dinner.
Yeah, guys, look how casually she mentions that, right? She's like, oh yeah, I got my male friends just in case, I need to pick me up. I need a guy to buy me some food or whatever. I've got those guys in the background. And look at Kevin's face, man. He's like, yeah, he's like, really? Right? Because he knows that she's using those men. Okay, these girls always want to complain about like, oh, I can't find a man who wants to take care of me, and yet they're out here treating men like crap, treating men like options, never settling. And how's that working out for you? And see, the thing is, guys, is like, you already know over this channel, boys, we do not get married. Okay, marriage is an absolutely stupid idea. It does not benefit men at all. A lot of guys get screwed over with it. But the thing is, you got all these girls out here having kids, going out having casual bedroom fun before securing commitment from a man in any capacity. And they're shocked when dudes won't stick around. It's like, why would some guy come along and pay full price and, take you out, take care of your kids, right? When the past like 20 dudes, all they've had to do is like take you out to McDonald's for 20 minutes in the AMs because you so desperately wanted the validation from that particular guy. It's like, no.
If I need anything fixed in the house, I just have a maintenance guy who just come through, a repair guy I know.
Why can't you find?
I really hope you guys caught that, okay? She has maintenance dudes. She has dudes literally just for when issues go wrong in the household, right?
Find a husband.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I was engaged just recently, 2 months ago. We broke up. So
How old are your children?
They turned 14 this past Sunday.
Wait a minute. Did you go to college?
Did I go to college? Yes, that's where I met their dad. When I had a quality man, I was like, oh my God, this guy is so boring. He want me in at a certain time. He doesn't want me at a guy's VIP. So I was like, you know what? It's over. But guess what? If I can go back and take that man back, I'll take him back.
Listen to that, guys. The quote unquote regret right there. So she had the guy, she had the quote unquote quality man, right? The guy who's going to provide for her, the guy who's going to care about her, all these things. But you know what? She didn't keep him around because she couldn't be in the VIP section at some club with some dude. In other words, I didn't keep that guy around to his quality, that nice guy, because one, he was boring, and two, because I couldn't see other dudes. Guys, you can't make this crap up, man. And they wonder why dudes aren't dating anymore. That is so absolutely disgusting right there. This girl could not hold down a serious a relationship with a quality guy, a quote-unquote quality guy, a nice guy, right, who cares about her, wanted to give her a future, because she couldn't handle not going out there to see other dudes. She couldn't handle a guy who's quote-unquote boring. Guys, this is why I have no sympathy when these girls get ghosted, man. It's because they're attracted to the toxicity. They're attracted to the anxiety. They're attracted to dudes who make them feel like crap, who smash their self-esteem into little pieces, even more than it already has been, okay? And we're supposed to come out here and care for these women and, get dragged through the divorce courts. No, absolutely not. Look at Kevin's face right here, man. He's like, geez, man, I wish I never heard this crap.
Was right.
How long ago was this?
This was 3 years ago. I shouldn't be in no man's VIP.
Nope.
There's things I shouldn't wear, so I'll take him back if I could.
But did you really not know that?
I didn't want to hear it. I wanted to do me.
Well, this is why.
This woman is 37 years old, guys. 37 years old. At 34, she was in the VIP sections of clubs because she wanted to quote-unquote do her. Wow.
I don't mind this being punitive because I think women who do what you do have a price to pay. Because you had a suitable man and you did not want to get on his page. I mean, it's not like he was asking you to do anything other than be what you said you want a man to be.
Mm-hmm.
See, I got to ask you something. You own your own business, right?
Yes.
But do you work for yourself or do you have a job as well?
I have both.
What's the larger percentage of your income, your job or your business?
My corporate job.
If you've been with all these unsuitable men, you've had plenty of suitable men that just weren't exciting enough.
Yep.
Exactly.
I don't care about what you want. What do you need?
What do I need? I need a man to bring stability in my life. I need a man to profess, protect, and provide.
Guys, no. No. Absolutely not. You see, these girls, man, they never hear the word no, and then they rock around to 37 years of age. And where are all the men at? Where are all my providers at? Where are all my dudes who are going to come in and bring stability to my life? You treated them like crap. You ghosted them. You showed them that you didn't care. And now you're turning around and saying that, you know, you need that guy so you would take that situation back. Guys, that is absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And you know what, gentlemen? We see this so incredibly often. This is not a video, right? That's just like a one-off. This is not a one-off situation. This is literally happening by the millions, gentlemen. Literally by the millions of these girls running into situations where they're like, oh, now I need a man to take care of me. Now I need a man to come along and save me. And those guys, you know, that you rejected, a lot of them are like I've been in the gym the past few years, you know, I got my job together, whatever the dude's been grinding on, and he's not going to want to come back and pick up your life, especially when you treated him like crap, right? And here's the thing, even if a guy did come back to you, you're going to mess it up anyway. You're going to drag him through the divorce courts, you're going to take him for his possessions, you're going to take him for his children, okay? Guys, like, you got to start saying no to these women. That's quite honestly pathetic, gentlemen. That's what that is.
Yes.
Look at her. She's smiling. She's like, yeah. Look how much damage, guys. I want you to think to yourself how much damage this woman has done in men's lives, right? And how much damage she's done. You know, I can't really talk about this too much on YouTube, but for example, to her children who are growing up without a father in their life, guys. Like, you cannot disadvantage. Like, there are a few ways where you could disadvantage a child more than remove a parent from the situation. Right, particularly the father, okay, gentlemen, there are numerous studies on the fact that single fathers raise better children than single mothers, and let me tell you something, guys, you deprive children of fathers, those children are going to have a really rough time growing up, and I don't mean that in an insulting way to those children, they're just going to have a rougher time as a result of this woman's decisions, and here we are smiling, and see, Kevin knows what's up, but she's just here smiling, man.
This is some Miss America bull, because that's the Miss America goddamn answer. World peace and feed the kids. Profess, protect, and provide. Now, you need somebody to check you. No, but the thing is, ma'am, do you know what you need?
Yes.
Because I'm going to just go out on a limb. I'm going to go out on a limb here. You've had plenty of men throw money at you, throw all kinds of stuff, and you've had all that, and you still ain't happy.
Yep.
You're right.
Stability meaning what?
Money.
I just need a man who's consistently himself, not just like, so my past two relationships is like they go hard and then once they got me, they fall off.
Of course.
So I just need a man to be consistent.
Well, why do you think that is?
Because they look at me through Instagram and they think this one thing like, oh, IG model, but what they do not know is that I'm corporate and I'm very humble. So once they find out like, oh, this girl is really just an everyday girl.
You know, guys, I have a theory, right? Anyone who gets on the internet and talks about the fact that they are humble or they have integrity lack those two things. Sincerely, they really do. Girls who get on the internet and say that I'm humble, dudes who get on the internet and talk about, oh yeah, guys, I've got integrity. It's like, please, okay, just spare it.
It's usually because of the kid. Look, women with pretty privilege, I have really little to no sympathy for women like that because you have more opportunities than most women and you mismanage them.
You're right.
I mean, could you date an average average black man making $40,000 a year? Honestly, come on.
No. I expect a man to make as much as I do or more.
What range are we talking about?
6 figures.
That can go from 100,000 to 900.
He has to make at least over 140,000. I know, but that's what I'm bringing to the table. I'm only asking what to bring to the table.
Yeah, but what you bring to the table is old and used.
She's a 37-year-old woman with 2 children who are 14 years of age, and she wants a guy who earns over $140,000, gentlemen. I mean, leave your thoughts in the comments to that.
I mean, due respect. I mean, look, what you bring to the table is Two 14-year-olds and a bunch of hard miles.
A lot of the men who talk about wifey types are the same ones who cheat on their wifey types because they have the Madonna complex, which means they don't actually desire the woman they deem as wifey type. You go on and on and on about this wifey type, right? But meanwhile, you don't even desire her. Furthermore, a lot of you men who believe in this wifey type versus y'all have a problem with, and what I mean by that is you can't equate with respect and consent. You reserve your desire for women you don't like and for women you inherently want to disrespect. But go ahead, continue with your wifey type videos.
I mean, a lot of guys are not looking for a wife anymore. Like, they're just straight up not. A lot of guys have straight up given up on the idea of a unicorn or a girl who's different or whatever, gentlemen. And the reason why a lot of guys give up on this is, one, because the government is against you anyway, and the risk is just too damn high to take that risk, particularly with marriage. And the other reason, gentlemen, is because you can plan this out to a T. You can literally graph a woman's life as far as years go, gentlemen, and just plot her decisions off of that. And let me tell you something, the graph that you make is going to be pretty damn accurate. And that's see, the thing is, guys, is like these girls, they go through the party years, epiphany phase. Okay, after that, they try and secure a guy. They may or may not do that. They run him through the divorce courts or whatever. It's like guys don't really get a benefit out of having long-term relationships or marriage, right?
There's a football player, Brian Banks. He spent 5 years in jail. The woman who accused him of lied about it. She got $2 million in some sort of settlement or something, blah, or whatever. Then she was found out to be lying. Video evidence proof her confessing that she made the entire thing up. Has she served 1 day in jail? Nope. So when they lock your son up, take his rights, ruin his life, not his, because once that's out there, it's there forever. It never goes away. No. And
I
then
raised my son right. I don't think my son would ever be in that situation. I'm just saying.
I want you guys to understand what she just said. I raised my son right. I don't think he'd ever be involved in that situation. You mean involved with a vindictive, lying woman?
Yeah.
Do you live in the United States of America?
Yes, I do.
Why are you asking?
You see, because Kevin knows, right? That's the thing, gentlemen, is you run such a high risk. And that's the other thing I haven't talked about in this video either, is like a lot of guys are going, you know what, yeah, I'm not looking for a wife or whatever anymore, okay? A lot of guys are giving up on marriage, cohabitation, all that. But a lot of guys are looking at the situation and going, you know what? It's actually a dangerous prospect for me to talk to these girls, because if they don't reciprocate, if they don't find me, if, for example, if you're an ugly guy, right, and you go up and talk to a girl and she gives you a bad reaction, the odds that you get a complaint out of that can ruin your career or whatever are going to be quite high. Like, okay, maybe not high, but they certainly do exist, right? Where a lot of guys, if a dude's unattractive and he approaches a girl, the odds of her running off to the HR department or complaining about it are significantly less than a guy who's attractive, for example. And dudes all over the board are seeing this, right? They're seeing dudes who go up and talk to girls, and maybe the girl doesn't like him. She finds him unattractive, at least subjectively. Objectively, who the hell cares? But the thing is, that has serious consequences in a dude's life. I don't care how you raise the kid. I don't care how you raise the dude. That's a possibility that dudes run into throughout their life,
Me for notes all the time, boys. So
I won't even take a glance. I would rather do my math. High on some calculus, I can't forget about my past. Robbing gang. I don't study for the test. I got 100 on the test anyway. I still out here every day for the boys. Bruh, that's literally why you single.
You know what? I say good on you to that man, okay? Choosing to do math instead. Because here's the thing, guys. If you focus on these girls, I mean, this woman is literally recording a TikTok. Look at this, right?
Women into falling in love with you.
This woman is literally driving around at 30 plus years of age, screaming into a megaphone out her car window, recording a TikTok, gentlemen. And we're supposed to be out here taking these girls seriously. Absolutely not. But gentlemen, we're going to be jumping into a couple of Reddit stories today, just to round off today's episode before I need to head out to the gym. So let's take a look at a couple of these things, gentlemen, continuing on the path of why men are choosing not to date these women anymore. So let's take a look. We've got a story here And this is from 8 hours ago, gentlemen, at the time of me pulling this up. My wife cheated on me 3 years ago, but we stayed together now, and I want to leave her, but I feel guilty. She cheated on me 3 years ago with a colleague of hers. It was a crap show, basically. She was discovered by the wife of her AP, and we separated for 3 months, but eventually we decided to reconcile. She did extensive counseling and understood the underlying reasons for her behavior. We also did MC, marriage counseling, to improve our communication, and our marriage has improved by leaps and bounds. Also, she has been a model life partner since then, but for the past 2 to 3 months, I have been thinking about her affair again, and all my insecurity and anger has returned once again. I have been thinking about leaving her and starting over. But it seems unfair, as she has shown that she has really great behavior for the past 2.5 years. I am really confused about my feelings right now. Gentlemen, these things are absolutely disgusting, man, because I've always said this about cheating. Maybe you're a dude who's been in this situation before, or you've at least seen this, guys. If a girl cheats, if a girl has a set of behaviors, right? For example, screaming out the car window, getting off her meds, some of the things that we covered in today's TikTok segment, gentlemen. If a girl displays those things, she's going to continue displaying those things into the foreseeable future. When a girl cheats, man, and you take her back, be prepared for that woman to cheat again. I don't care if she's been a life model partner, guys. I don't care, if she says that she's changed and all that, guys. You never, ever take back a cheater, gentlemen. Never, ever. Absolutely not. This is a girl who, gave vows to you, and we're supposed to put up with this. Gentlemen, don't put up with the disrespect. Leave girls like this and never look back. Let's see what some of these people in the comments have to say. It comes in waves like that, man. Sometimes it is just a thought, and other times it is consuming. There is no wrong or right in your decision. You don't owe anyone a relationship. It is okay to realize down the road that you are not okay and you can't accept what happened and continue on. As someone who has reconciled, I understand the immense amount of anguish and durability it takes to go through the process of reconciliation. It is 100% okay and understandable to tap out, even if you spent a lot of time in the healing process. And guys, this is where, me and these people have a very large disagreement, and hopefully you guys too. To me, gentlemen, it does not speak to your durability. It does not speak to your strength. It does not speak to your integrity to stay with a woman who has done you wrong. Okay, now that's my opinion, guys. You're welcome to take it or leave it, gentlemen. But whenever I see people try and frame it as durability, strength, integrity, all those sorts of things for saying with someone who has treated you terribly, I don't care if it's a guy or a girl, by the way. If you've been with a dude and he cheats, same exact thing, man. Don't be there. Don't be with people who cheat on you, who treat you like crap. It is what it is. I don't care, what gender you are or whatever the hell. But particularly for dudes, because men are sold this lie far more than women. Men are sold the lie. You know what, guys? If someone cheats on you, if someone does you wrong, then how about you show some durability and continue to put up with their garbage? Absolutely not. And I don't care if their behavior has quote unquote changed, guys. You leave that situation, okay? Because I personally think that men deserve better. That's just my opinion. Original poster, 2.5 years out of D-Day is a good time, but just the start. I am now 12 years post and consider myself reconciled, but the feelings/triggers come and go. Today in way longer intervals. The best is to be open with your wife and tell her that the memories on that time aren't nice to you today, and talk about it openly and see what both of you can do. When a trigger stings you again, thinking of it like a scar, you have those slight pain when the weather changes. This is a great answer. Man, here's the thing, it never really goes away. It is now a part of your relationship. All you can do is to learn how to live with that or get a divorce, but take a look at r/surviving infidelity. Maybe you could find something out there to help you. You're allowed to change your mind. You've tried and it's not working. Nothing to feel guilty about. You know what? I agree with that, guys. Nothing to feel guilty about. If you guys get screwed over in a relationship, if you're a dude who's out here dating and stuff like that, man, don't be staying with these people, okay? Like, I personally, again, am of the view that men deserve better than that, okay? So let's have a look at some of these things. And guys, like, when I say that men deserve better than that, I don't mean in the fact that, like, if you're out there and you put effort into a relationship, you've put your time in, you don't deserve to be treated like trash, essentially, okay? This is not some, oh yeah, guys, you deserve all this by relationship crap that women try and sell each other, okay, guys? It's like, if you're out there, you put effort into a relationship, you put your time, emotional investment, whatever, and someone does you wrong, guys, you deserve better than that, okay? You've put in more than that. So let's take a look. Just found out my girlfriend cheated on me while I was away at work, and she's sleeping next to me. Again, guys, this is from 14 hours ago. So as the title says, I, a 20-year-old male, just found out my girlfriend, who is also 20 years old, cheated on me by frequently sending nudes and videos to someone while I was away for work. Bit of a story, we've been dating for 8 months, and I recently got back from a 6-week work trip to the US. We had a few problems while I was out there, i.e. I thought she was cheating. Excuse me, she thought I was cheating, I thought she was. Before we got together, she had been with a fair few guys. I'm not saying that I haven't been around, as that's just not true, but she has been with 20-odd more guys than I have girls. And again, like, whenever a girl tells you a number, guys, she's generally lying about it. Feel free to triple it. I had my suspicions when I got back, as she said she had a guy add her a few times from search. It tells you, she said, I don't know who that is, that's weird, and then removing him. So he added tonight again, and while she was asleep, added him back. He instantly started flirting and asking for nudes, and I managed to ask him when was the last time he got them. He said December. I'm now in my bed frantically typing this. Tell me how I can give her a big F you, as I'm not good with cheaters, so I'm pretty much done here. Just want to know a funny way to show it. TLDR, found out girlfriend sent nudes to someone while I was away. Want to know the best way to end it. You know what? Shout out to this guy, gentlemen. Not necessarily for the revenge aspect, although I do think it's pretty funny. For having the balls to have said basically he's going to leave already rather than stick around with these girls who, quite frankly, don't deserve it. Gentlemen, we're going to be calling today's episode there. As always, make sure to leave your thoughts and your comments, gentlemen. Make sure you take care of yourselves, and I will be seeing you boys in the next episode. Peace. Yo guys, Past Taylor here. Just want to say thank you very much for making it to the end of the video. This video was made with the blood, sweat, and tears of my editor, guys, so make sure you go and give him some love. If you've got an Apple Watch, you can get some free wallpapers for it over on his website, which is linked at the top of the video description. So make sure you go and bookmark it to show some support for your boy who is risking his sanity for us. Stay safe, gentlemen, and take care. Peace for real this time.